These tanks are getting to be more ice than anything else. Job one of the day, we're hopefully going to lead these heifers into that pen over there. Hopefully they follow the feed wagon. They're the later calving ones of the group. They're in the second cycle, and they're sold because we don't need all 60 or 70 so of these critters.
The two that didn't come in both have 2 yellow tags, so I really don't need them. Just hope that they don't stand by the gate and cause the other ones to run toward them and screw the chasing into up to the corral.
This is what happens when you forget Slappy.
I know.
But you have Shovel. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, that's it, girls. Come on. Hey.
How confident are you that you can not let a green go by?
Pretty confident.
Really?
Because our bulls and our cows did so well out on pasture, they all got bred, or most of, like 96+% got bred. Later calving heifers we decided to sell, but they're crossing state lines, so a vet has to come out, check their health, and then give health papers to the guy that bought them. And so that vet's coming out in a bit, run these girls through, also preg check them, make sure they're bred, because you know, if you're buying a bred heifer, you want it to be bred. We're finally past that crappy weather. We're parking the feed wagon tractor back in there. Don't have to unhook it, keep it in the heated shed. Today it's getting up to 22 degrees, which is about 40 degrees warmer than the last couple days. And that's awesome. Just in time for the next storm, because over the next few days we're supposed to get 4 to 6 inches of snow. Got them sorted off pretty easy. It'll be like another hour before the vet comes. But we're gonna run these through. We gotta give them a shot, and then they'll all be headed over to the North Farm. Pump needs to warm up, I'm sure. But we got some pretty thick fluid in it. Little bit of an issue with the snow and the freezing. We just gotta pop those out. Maybe I'll get some hot water. Yeah, the squeeze, that's another issue for, well, we'll just wait till spring when it's not an issue. got those work fast. Man, when you don't have to deal with them backing up and spinning around in these working chutes and alleys, oh my goodness. You can fly through the cattle. We're gonna load them up, bring them to the North Farm. Didn't have much tongue weight, fell off. So there's a truck coming to pick up those heifers, those bred heifers. Right now I want to check on this tank at my place. For the past couple days it's not been getting very full, and I'm not sure if it's because the cows are just catching up from the storm where they weren't drinking much, and so they've got quite a thirst and they're drinking it faster than it's coming in, or if there's a bad leak somewhere. But I'm not seeing a leak, but I'm not seeing this tank fill up. So I don't want these cows to get thirsty. See, the water's coming in, but it's a flowing well, so it's pretty slow. But we got a whole lot of cows up here. They're waiting. And when I walk around the tank, I don't see anywhere that water's squirting out. All I really can assume is that cows are drinking it faster than it's coming. First thing this morning, I got out here and it didn't have much water in it. And I was thinking they probably haven't been up to drink yet. But seeing it, I was like, well, they must have been. I'll give it one more day. This tractor hasn't run right in the past week, ever since it got really cold. I got it plugged in, the block heater. I'm able to start it, but it just runs rough, like it's partially gelled up. With it getting up to 22 degrees, we're gonna try it again, see if it will finally idle up and run like it's supposed to. Otherwise, yesterday, I got the Bobcat out and I, drove. It's a lot of driving with a Bobcat. You can only hold one bale. Can't go very fast, but I got her done. All right, I know it'll start. Just don't know if it'll run good. Howdy doody, it's the next day, and lo and behold, that water tank isn't holding water. And if you take a look, the conditions are way different than yesterday. Yesterday was beautiful. Today is 10 degrees colder, windier, and snowing sideways. That trucker is still coming to pick up those heifers. He'll be here in a bit. Dad's gonna load him. I'm gonna start heading down the road. We got a water tank here. We're gonna do a little plumbing. We'll make it so we have a little bit of capacity so these cows can drink without fighting over it. Tank's already empty this morning. I watched it fill up. It gets to the inner circle and then there must be a leak in there. I still have yet to see where it's leaking out. It seems like it just must go straight down. There might be gravel underneath there and it just soaks right in. We're gonna come around this side, throw the tank over here, and I'm thinking now if I just get it close enough to that corner there, we won't have to set up any gates. I just need to make sure it's somewhat level. I was thinking the tank was gonna have to be closer that way on level ground, and we'd have to set gates up so they wouldn't break the water lines that we bring over here. But yeah, I think we have just enough room. Set the tank right there, maybe put a couple blocks under it. That'll make life easier anyway. Gonna be a lot of junk in here. With it being so cold, I'm gonna need that tube to warm up. 8 degrees is not gonna make it very pliable. It's hard to get those pushed in when water's flowing through them, but you know, even if there's just a little drip, it's not a big deal. We got done what we came here to do. That's filling, and that tank from using it this fall should hold water because it was then. That other hose that's in there, it's something I used to siphon out the water when we were done using this at the last place, and then now it's froze in there, so that's why that other hose is in there. This is gonna make a mess. You know, that's what this pipe is for, the overflow. It's supposed to shoot it that way, and that's where we did all that excavating and trenching. Obviously, we don't have this type of setup in this tank, but it looks like it's tilted this way a little. And so if it does overflow on this side, I think it'll hop right in that ditch and get out of here. Hopefully it doesn't go that way. That makes a mess when we run cattle up through there. This tank wasn't getting much more full than that. And when 90 cows come up here to drink, there's just not enough capacity and they get it drank down real fast. But now we got a tank that'll hold water. Whew. That was fun. And I'm sure someone will mention, no hose clamps? There ain't much pressure. If it breaks, I'll fix it. This ain't permanent setup. I don't need hose clamps on there. I am hoping they drink this down the rest of the way. I know they will. And then we can get in there and clean everything out. We're gonna have to get in the middle, get all that cleaned out. Try to see if we can spot where it's leaking from. We likely won't see exactly where it's leaking from, but there's a product that we can throw down in there that kind of seals it up. And hopefully we'll be good to go after that. Whew. I got boogers and sweat everywhere. Dad just got done with loading up those heifers. He's gonna take that back. He brought my pickup here. Water tank's working. We got her all done. That's a desperate times call for desperate measures type of deal. Thanks for watching. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. What's with the camera?
Nothing.